I'm Shirley S. You are K25CS 1081. Now let's see practicum number 1. The title of this practicum is SRS preparation. So what is SRS? SRS is software requirement specification, and SRS is used for defining the project scope for various applications. So here for this practicum the application is a student management system. So before we get into the topic, the primary thing that is used to follow in SRS is understanding the requirements before designing or coding or testing, so that we'll be able to clearly understand what the client expects from the system. So requirement engineering, it is the process of understanding the customer's expectations, identifying the requirements and documenting them in a standard and understandable format. The format that we're going to be declaring the document is called SRS, which is used as a reference for the design, implementation and verification of the software. So now let's see the flowchart of a general SRS. So as you can see in this flowchart, we will be starting, and after that we'll be gathering the requirements. So requirement is basically very important so that the developer will be able to understand the expectations of the customer. And next we'll be classifying the requirements as functional and non-functional. So functional is basically what the system does. For example, in student management system, we can describe what operations the system must perform. For example, user login, authentication, adding and updating student records, attendance management, marks management, report generation, and searching student records. So these come under functional requirements. And for non-functional requirements, it is basically how well the system performs. So it describes the quality and the characteristics of the system, such as security, performance, reliability, usability, and scalability. So after that, we'll be selecting a software tool, and we'll be designing the whole website or the application, and we'll be structuring the SRS as per IEEE standard, which is 830. And then we'll be drafting and reviewing the SRS before finalizing the documentation. And after that, a stakeholder approval. Based on the approval, if it is yes means we'll be finalizing the SRS. If it is no means we'll be reviewing it and we'll be revising it, so that we'll get the approval of the stakeholder. So this is basically the flowchart of a general SRS, and we'll be ending, which is like finalizing the SRS and completing the process. So these are the procedure to follow. So the main process is that we'll be analyzing the requirements, and we'll be structuring the SRS document as per the IEEE standard, and we'll be drafting the SRS and reviewing the SRS and validating the SRS with the stakeholders. So these are the resources which are required. And the procedure is that, so first we need to, as I mentioned earlier, we need to gather the requirements from the stakeholder, so that we'll have an idea of what the stakeholder wants. And for student management system, we have selected the MERN stack technology, and we have used the waterfall SDLC model for the project, and we have done the SRS document as per the IEEE 830 standard as well. So I have done the system architecture, flowchart, use case diagram, diagram, and the DFT. So it has the structure including for the students, faculty, attendance, marks, and departments. So after preparing the document, I reviewed the SRS and verified the requirement traceability and validated the requirements. So these are basically the procedures that I have followed, and the observations is that I've used functional and non-functional requirements, the MERN stack, and also there's something called RBAC, which is role-based access control, for providing secure access to different users, such as a faculty, a student, based like on the user type, the functionality will differ. So now let's see the results. So the results, as I mentioned now, the major user roles, administrator, faculty, and student, were defined with their respective system functions. And the finalized SRS, it provides a strong foundation for design, development, testing, and deployment of the application. The interpretation of results is that student management system has been deployed successfully, as it meets the stakeholder requirements for the deployment. At last, the conclusion is that through this practicum, I understood that requirement analysis and SRS preparation, it provides an essential requirement before starting the design and the development of a software system. Here, especially for the student management system, it provided a clear foundation for the subsequent design, development, testing, and deployment phases. Thank you.